We know how to calculate the correlation between the two securities using the statistical procedure, which is what we typically call as the Pearson's correlation coefficient, and typically represented by rho in some cases and r in some cases. But that statistical based correlation model, can we apply them to finance? Is it a best fit, or does it have any kind of limitations? So that is one thing which we are trying to see as a part of this session. So we know correlation primarily is a measure of the association between two or more variables. How strongly are the two variables related? What is the kind of interrelationship that is present? What is the kind of association that is present between two or more variables? And there are three statistical ways of trying to measure this correlation. The most common one, which we always keep seeing, is the Pearson correlation measure, which is more and more applicable if the data is more quantitative in nature. Whereas we have the other two, the Spearman's rank correlation as well as the Kendall-Stowe, which are generally applicable if my data is more and more ranked or typically ordinal in nature. Though Kendall-Stowe is something which I can apply, even both of them I can very well apply to a quantitative data as well, ratio scale kind of a data as well, but there are a few limitations. But they really are a better fit if I am using them for ordinal kind of a data. So let's see the different ways of computation of these correlations, and do they really fit to the world of finance? And if not, what are the limitations associated with them? Now, just before we get into it, just to understand the typical reality of the financial instruments in the today's world, they are extremely complex instruments that are there. Lots and lots of innovations coming up in the financial space, resulting in extremely complex financial instruments getting created. And the market wise, if I am seeing, one, the products are very complex. Market wise, there is a huge market. Buyers and sellers are very huge in number, but there are lots and lots of irrational investors also who may go majorly by intuition rather than anything